Good morning, I'm Sunetra Choudhury, political editor of the Hindustan Times, bringing you all that you need to know about COVID-19 on Wednesday, the 9th of September. Our top story, the rising number of daily deaths. In fact, it has now become the country with the maximum number of people dying every single day. In just the last 24 hours, we've seen 1,100 new deaths, which takes the total number of people that have died from the coronavirus to almost 74,000, 73,912 to be precise. Also, in the last 24 hours, we've seen 90,000 new cases. And if we just compare the deaths to the rest of the world and the countries which were worst hit, take for instance the US, which was seeing the highest number of deaths, but now that number has gone down. It is now at 832. Brazil as well has gone down to 784, and it's only India which in the past week every day has seen more than 1,000 deaths, which becomes a major cause of concern and perhaps is the area that authorities should be focusing on next. The other cause of concern, of course, are the resurgence of cases that we're seeing in the capital. It had gone down to less than 1,000 in the first week of August, but in the past few weeks we've seen Delhi rising steadily. In the last 24 hours we've seen 3,600 new cases. Perhaps that's the reason that authorities have stepped up testing. We've seen more than 45,000 tests being conducted in a single day. Also, a part of them, almost 1,000 of the tests are RT-PCR tests. So with the rising number of tests, authorities are hoping that these daily numbers, which Delhi has seen a resurgence of, will go down in the next few days, if not weeks. What is also significant is that with these rising number of cases in the National Capital Region, we are also seeing a paucity of ICU beds, especially in private hospitals. In fact, if you look at it, in the top 11 private hospitals, out of them, 8 of them do not have any vacancy in their private beds. The number of people in hospitals have risen from 3,500 to 5,200. It just shows the number of rising cases. But doctors also say that it shows that many people don't want to take chances, and they're also showing a preference for private hospitals which have multifunction, which have multi-speciality, so that if anything goes wrong, they have the help possible. And a lot of the beds in the government hospitals are available. However, doctors are saying that there may be an instance where they will start limiting the number of people that can take admission. For instance, only admitting those whose oxygen levels have fallen below 94. However, some feel that may be dangerous because that may be too late a stage to admit and help someone. What we're also seeing amidst the rising cases is that economically the government is allowing things to open up, and so in the capital you are going to see restaurants serving liquor from today. However, there are going to be restrictions. For instance, in any table, there are not going to be more than groups of 4 or 5 people allowed. There won't be any live performances, and there will be inspections that are carried out daily in order to make sure that people aren't violating these rules and maintaining social distancing. Those are the news updates for today. Keep tracking them on HindustanTimes.com.